Hello students. Last class we have seen this creating a list with a series of values. With an expression of a for loop, you can just create a list. Okay, so previously we have given every value of a list inside the square brackets, but now we are using for loop for generating elements in the list. So today's topic, okay, so today is we are going to see this list comprehensions. Okay, so here you can see that you can give expression inside the square bracket so that the list will automatically generated. Okay, it will be automatically generated. So that's what list comprehension. Okay, so list comprehension is a simple way of creating sequence of elements. They satisfy a certain condition. So syntax: list is equal to expression for variable in range. So there is an example generating sequence of first 10 natural numbers using the concept of list comprehension. So here you can see that square is a list name inside equal to, you can see that inside square bracket x double star 2 for x in range 1 to 11. Okay, here you can see that they have given only the expression inside this square brackets so that you can create a list. Okay, and they are printing the list. The same output is given at the end of the program. So next is we are going to see this in the above example. X double star 2 is an argument, is an expression, is evaluated each time it is iterated. Evaluated each time it is iterated. This is the shortcut method of generating series of value. So next is other important list functions. Okay, so first one is copy. So returns a copy of this list. So this is the syntax: list dot copy is the function. So there is an example here. So my list is a variable, list variable. So here you can see that they are copying my list to x by using the syntax x is equal to my list dot copy. Now they are printing x list. So here you can see that the output is the same as my list. Next is count. Returns the number of similar elements present in the list. Okay, so it will return you number of elements which are same. So here in this example you can see that 12 is repeated twice. So here you can see that the output is 2. So the syntax for that is list dot count is equal to the value. So which value is repeated again, you have to give it so that you can get the number of repetitions. Okay, so next is index. Index returns the index value of each recurring elements. Okay, so index of each recurring elements index of first recurring elements. Okay, so list dot index element. So here you can see that my list contains 32, 36, 12 and another one 12. So x is equal to my list dot index 12. So the first occurrence is 1. First recursion element is 1. So the output is given as 0. There is a small printing mistake here. So actually the x value is 1. Okay, since the index value of first occurrence of 12 is 1. Next is reverse reverse the order of the list elements in the list. Okay, so syntax is list dot reverse my list is equal to 36 23 and 12. So here they are using my list dot reverse. It is a function. Now you can see that the output is totally reversed. Okay, so the first element has become the last element, and the last element has become the first element. Okay, so next is sort. Sort means sorting the element by increasing order or decreasing order. So the syntax is list dot sort. So in that you have to give two parameters. So that is reverse true or false, or key is equal to my function. Okay, so here they have given the discussion about it. So both arguments are optional. The reverse is set as true, list sorted is in decreasing order, ascending is default. Okay, by default ascending order is a given, but if you set reverse as true, then it will be taken as descending order. Okay, so next is key function. So key is equal to my function. My function, the name of the user defined function that specifies the sorting criteria. Okay, so this my function is the function that you create, user defined function. Okay, so you can define your own sorting function, so that this function will be called when you give that function name here in key. So here they have given one example. So set of names has been given here, and my list dot sort they have given it, and they have printed the sorted. They have printed the sorted elements. Now they are giving another sort by giving reverse. Okay, reverse is equal to true value. Now we can see that the value is being printed uh, in the reverse order. Okay, so next is maximum. So this function will give you the maximum value in the list. Okay, and the next is minimum will give you the minimum number in the list, and sum will give you the addition of all the elements. Okay, so now here you can see that there are some examples. Write a program that creates a list of numbers from 1 to 20 that is divided by 4. So here you have to create a list, but the list should be from 1 to 20, and it should be divisible by 4. So here you can see that they have used for loop. Okay, so for loop I in range 21. So here if I percentage d, which means modular symbol, so percentage symbol is equal to percentage 4 I percentage 4 is equal to 0, which means divide by 4 is the list dot append. Okay, if the result of I, if the value of I is divided by 4 and the remainder is equal to 0, then it will be appended to the div by 4 variable. Okay, so at last they are printing, and you can see that it is the order. Okay, 4 8 12 16 and 20. So next is this program is used to define a list of countries that are the members of BRIC. Check whether a country is member of BRIC or not. BRICS is a set of countries. Okay, like Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Sri Lanka. So this is a group of countries that form a organization called BRICS. Okay, so this the countries is equal to a list. You can see that all the countries that's been given here is member. Okay, so that is a variable, that gets the value from the user. And the next, if is member in country. Okay, so now is member is a variable that contains some country which is given by the user. It is checked whether it is present in the country list or not. If yes, then the country is printed. If no, if the country is printed, then it will display the country with no not a member. Okay, not a member of BRICS. So next program, here you can see that this program gets 6 subject marks and prints the addition of all the numbers. Okay, numbers. Okay, so that is addition of mark is total. Okay, so here you can see that it is getting all the mark by using the for loop. Okay, for loop. Before that, they are using a mark empty set and subjects as all the subjects. Okay, next is you can see that so they are getting all the mark and they are appending all the marks in the mark list. So for j is another for loop. They are using this for loop to add the marks in the mark list. So after that they are printing everything. The next program is, you can see that Python program to read price of 5 items in the list and then display the sum of prices, product, and all the price, the found average. Okay, so here you can see that it is item and the product. Okay, product is 1 from range. So for I range 5 items has been got as an input from the user and it is appended in the item list. Now they are getting the product of all the item and finding the average price. So here you can see that item number 1 product. Okay, item number 2 the product, and item number 3, 4, 5 and everything. They are adding all the things and the product of all the items. Okay, so 5 into 10 into 15 into 7, so everything you can see that the average price of all the average price is 15 rupees. Okay, and next you can see that Python program to count the number of employees earning more than 1 lakh per annum. Monthly salary of n number of employees are given here. Count is equal to 0, n is equal to number of employees as given as an input from the user. Printing the number of employees. Now salary. Now for loop is used to get the salary of everyone, and they are getting the salary. Okay, they are getting the salary from the list and comparing with all the other list. Okay, if the salary is more than 1 lakh, then it will be printed as count. Okay, format count comma n, so that it will be printed from employee number 2. Okay, so the output is employee number 2 out of 5 employees earn more than 1 lakh. Okay, next write a program to create a list of numbers in the range 1 to 10, then delete all the even numbers from the list and print the final list. Okay, so they are using for loop for creating the element from 1 to 10, and after that they are finding the division. Okay, I divided by 2 must be equal to remainder equal to 0. So if it is that, then leave the element. If not, okay, if not, it will be deleted. Okay, so even numbers will be deleted and the odd numbers will be present in the list. So here next program, write a program to generate its Fibonacci in the Fibonacci series and store it in the list. then find the sum of all values. So Fibonacci series is an element that will be addition of the previous one. Okay, so 1 0 1 and 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and you can see that it is added as a found and found as a list here. Okay, so with this we'll finish the class today. We'll see the rest of the things in the next class. Thank you, students.